Oh, we've got some bad news. The Datsun 510 essentially needs to be completely restored. The project that wasn't a project is now a project, and it's real bad. Guys, we're gonna go have a look at it now. So more about this in the car. But first, some little Jasper. See you later, buddy. Gotta go. Anyway, I'll update you in the car. Let's go. Right, so we are driving down to Salisbury, where the car is, the Datsun. Major problem. So basically it's gone there, but it's completely wrecked, basically. I thought, oh, I might need some floor pans. Apparently it's, the whole car's just shit. So the once fabled project that's not going to be a project is now a project. I'm gutted. Like I'm very upset. Like it is my dream car. And sorry, it's a bit wobbly. You're on the dashboard. It's my dream car, and I didn't, you know, I don't know. It was pretty cheap. Like they're like 30 grand in Japan. It was nowhere near that. It wasn't even 1/3 of that. So I don't know. I'm very upset. Apparently the floor's really wrecked. Boot's destroyed. I thought the boot was going to be destroyed anyway, but there's just a whole host of issues. So we're going to go take a look at it, and the idea is it's looking like it needs to be chemically stripped, which makes sense anyway, just to completely expose any issues that's there, to basically just see what needs to be done. But it's just it's a lot of money, and I didn't want that, because again, those that have been following the channel for a while now will know that we've had the pickup truck as basically a full restoration job, which I didn't want either. And that's been gone a year just from paint now. It's still not painted. So I don't want this to turn into that. I just wanted a usable daily driver. Well, not a usable daily driver, a usable fun classic for the summer. That's my dream car. But if I don't get it done, it's going to be rotten. Some people will say just sell it, buy another one. But the grass isn't always greener. You don't know whether you're going to get, you know, how good is another one going to be? You just don't know. You could buy one for more money because these cars have appreciated, they've gone up. And then you've got the same problems, but then you've got a more expensive investment, you know, initially. So I'm kind of screwed all round, really. So we're going to go take a look at it now. But really, really gutted. Didn't really want this. I'm going to hazard a guess that my new car that's arriving in 2 weeks' time, which, side note, there is another car that's going to be on the channel soon. I'm going to hazard a guess that one's wrecked as well. Probably. So what I am going to do in future is I'm going to have to get a unit, and I'm going to have to start to learn to do this stuff by myself, aren't I? Because there is no way I can keep paying. There is no way I can keep paying for all of this stuff. Sorry, you literally just jettisoned off of my dashboard. I can't keep paying for it, basically. So the idea is probably to buy a welder and try and figure out how to do this stuff myself. Anyway, I've talked enough. Let's bugger off to Salisbury, which is like, I don't know, like an hour and a bit drive from me, and let's go and have a look at the state of this bloody car. Sorry it's been delayed uploading another video, but you know, when there's nothing to talk about, there's nothing to do, and it's crappy weather, as you can see. I don't want to make videos, basically. So I don't make videos for the sake of making videos. I like to make videos on this channel when there's stuff to actually cover. Let's go see the car.
Right, so basically it's on the ramp, and it was put on the ramp to just take a look at the floor pans, and I was asked to obviously come down and take a look at it. And as you can see, so I'm sort of just going through it, and I'll talk through it. The leaf springs, these chassis rails were just added to the car. They're not actually the chassis rails that they should be, and where those coilovers go, going to need to be changed. You can see the holes in the boot floor. Boot floor's essentially completely rotten. but it's here that it starts to get really bad. You can see it, and there's just a patch where they've cut out a floor pan and put in a floor pan from something else that shouldn't be there. You can literally see the welds, and you can see where they actually haven't welded it in properly as well. So really bizarre, to be honest, like really weird way to repair it. But I mean, it is what it is. You can't do too much about it. You see, it's not a horrendous condition, but you know, it's still a big job. And there you can see it there, just yeah, not properly welded. Like good job, Thai guys, well done. And some of the sills need redoing, or potentially will do anyway, because I don't really know what the state of them is. And you can see it, I'm just coming around now here. That's not great. So don't know quite what's going on there. This will all be taken off when it gets stripped. And then here was a bit of an issue. There's paint flaking off. I don't really know what's underneath it. So you can actually buy new rocker covers, you know, sills. You can buy brand new ones, reproduction ones. You can buy brand new floor pans as well, actually. So floor pans are basically absolutely going to happen. And there's, you know, these are not that great either. All up in here, you can see it just doesn't look great. The arches are going to need to be remade. Boot's going to need to be remade. But when the boot gets redone, it's actually in my benefit because I can get a larger fuel tank put in it, which I probably would want to do. And again, the arches, my great camera work here. So there you go, really. A lot to show you, I guess. This is a bit weird, sort of like adjustable arms here. You can see this just sort of welded on, but not done a proper job of it. It's all there, but just not all there. So it's going to need to be done, basically, at some point. You can see here's the spacers. So interestingly, they spaced the engine down to get better geometry, but they didn't space the transmission down. So the prop shaft is banging in its channel. Like, well done. Really odd choices that they went to do. And then here, this is another Datsun 510, obviously. This is Tim's. This is the chap who recommended this place to me. And I just thought I'd showcase some of the work that's been done to it, basically, to sort of show why why my Datsun 510 is here. Because the car itself, you know, it's similar age to mine, a little bit newer, a few years newer. And it's pretty good. He's gone a completely different direction, though, with his. As you can see here, he's actually K-swapped it. And it is... I mean, the work's really good. The work is... I looked at the work and I was like, that's really reassuring. You know, the car is with the right person now. And so I just thought I'd show it off, basically. And, you know, I will feature this car eventually when it's all finished. But you can see what they've done here. Nice strut tower bar. The welds are good. A K-swapped 510, that's pretty rare, to be honest. Pretty unheard of, quite frankly. They've got like a tube sort of brace underneath it as well. They've got a Escort steering rack in it now as well. It's really nicely done. And the welds are good. It's all very clean. This will get painted in, redone eventually. But the interior is good. It's got a roll cage, which is, again, you know, pretty unheard of. So I just thought this would be worth a look in. You can see it here. Nice transmission tunnel. Good job. Welds are good. Everything's nice and reassuring. But there you go. There's the Datsun 510 now. Right, so you join me a few days later. I have a few more updates. I'm literally just editing the video now. Also Jasper's just, you know, sleeping there. So I do have a few more updates. It's booked in 7th of May. It is being taken up for a chemical dip. Having a little chemical peel. It's reasonably expensive, I'm not going to lie. I'll probably go down through the cost once it's all done. But basically it's like 1.5 grand to get it stripped down. Just the chemical bath, basically. which is not, you know, that's expensive, but it's one of the best places, one of the best rated places for it. There are some others, but they've got some bad reviews, so I thought I'd go with the best place. It obviously needs to be completely stripped down. Can't be anything in it at that point, so that's going to cost more money. But you know, it's in the right place. I think first and foremost the plan is get it chemically stripped, figure out how bad it is, and then realistically from there it's make the decision whether it's worthwhile fixing it or not. I'm leaning towards it's going to be worthwhile fixing it, and the reason why I say that is, you know, it's my dream car. The prices are only going up, so there's that. You know, I'm never going to find one for that price again. If I do find another one, I'm back at square one. I actually don't know the state of the car. Whereas this has a good engine. The engine's really nice. It runs. It's a good engine. It's got all the upgrades which I spent on it. It's got that dogleg 5-speed, which is a really good gearbox. So at the end of the day, I'm leaning towards getting it done because, you know, I'll never get another one. If I do get one, it may have even more issues. And at least with this one, I know where I stand. So, yeah. It's a project. It's a project, clearly. I will say, though, good news about the Datsun pickup truck. I called them when I was driving back from seeing the 510. And it's looking like they're getting ready to paint the interior. And they even said that the exterior is basically done, ready to be painted. So, fingers crossed, it's going to be painted. And I did ask them, because originally the engine bay was going to be painted black and the body was a different colour, basically. But I'm leaning more towards getting the engine bay painted body colour now. I don't know why I didn't, to be fair. But thoughts down below, engine bay body colour? It should be, shouldn't it, really? Yeah? Yeah, it should be. Thoughts down below. But there you go, there's the update. What do you guys think? Love to hear your thoughts. Pray for me, because it's going to be expensive. But, you know, it's what we do as car guys, isn't it? So hit subscribe if you're new here, folks. Follow along with the Datsun 510 project. But we do have another car arriving next week, which literally the day this comes out, another car, a week after this comes out, to the day, another car arrives. And yeah, we'll do a video on it, and that one shouldn't be a project, but if it is, but let's hope not. Cheers, take care, bye bye now.